And we're live. All right.
We are live.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our gathering of would-be heroes, a Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition campaign game full of swords, sorcery, magic, giants, dragons, and all sorts of monsters. As a warning, this is a game that can also explore mature themes, and while we will be specifically avoiding topics, the game may still include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, and other topics. Our players have discussed consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. Players will always let me know if anything gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. If you, as a viewer, ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Our streams are available on YouTube after the game, and you can always come back to an episode if you feel ready. Now, let's do a quick introduction of our cast, starting with, and I don't even have a window in front of me. That's not the window I wanted. Sarah.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sarah, she, her. I play Isamina LaSalle, a non-divine cleric of the Amber Confession. And I did not, I did split the party. I was going to say I didn't split the party, but no, that was still me. Let's not die tonight, friends.
I promise nothing.
I'll be fine. Don't worry.
Zev.
Speak of the devil. Hi, I'm Zev. I play Marcos Lasalle, Tiefling Paladin of Vapris.
Zach.
I'm Zach Reinalder, he, him. I am playing the half-elf ranger. We only have determined which that one half is elf. We haven't discussed yet what the other half is.
We'll figure that out. Steve.
I am Steve. I am going to be playing Malik Greybeard, the Dragonborn Barbarian who actually has a gray beard.
Nobody cares who you are, Steve. Who's that?
Sorry, what?
Who's that?
In your arms.
In your
Kitty.
No, this is the cat. This
arms.
is
Is the name
Marushka.
the cat?
No, it's
Marushka.
Marushka. Which is
Behold, the stream mascot.
technically
We
the
do
gray,
care who you
my
are.
gray beard.
Oh,
Almost as sharp. Yes. Jacqueline.
Hi, I'm Jacqueline, she, her. I play the human wizard by the name of Dr. Rosenthal, he, him, and I am currently sitting on a trapdoor that leads yet again into another basement.
And we have one other player, Jazz. She may be able to show this evening. If she can, fantastic. If not, it might be a bit more hazardous for you, but who knows? Now, where am I? To recap, after a discussion with the priestess of the Temple of Meliki, the goddess of the harvest, our would-be heroes found themselves no further along than before. The priestess acknowledged the propensity for Xander's family to lean towards troublemaking, slating that it would be no surprise to her in the slightest had he gotten involved with bandits. Some of the party felt a little unease with her seeming dismissal of the events of the village as potentially no more than an uptick in brigand activity. With the conversation being interrupted by an acolyte, our heroes took the opportunity to split the party. What are we, four episodes in, and we've already split the party like twice? With one group distracting Misha Devi with talk of libraries, plants, and books about woodland creatures, while Isamina and Marco snuck seemingly unnoticed into the door left ajar by the acolyte upon her departure. I literally left a breadcrumb trail, and you literally followed it. Finding no trace of them, Isamina and Marcos delved deeper into the rooms beyond, discovering a hastily abandoned meal and a row of prayer nooks, unfortunately occupied by brown-robed cultists. Yelling for aid, coincidentally after Misha Devi's departure from the room, the rest of the party caught up with their allies and made short work of the cultists. A thorough search of the rest of the area found not one but two trapdoors leading to a basement. What is it with this group and basements? And that is where we left off. So, the way that we have everything set up so far is Amina and Dr. Rosenthal are in the area with the prayer nooks and a number of very not so great cultists, having been battered very thoroughly by the party, and a trapdoor upon which Dr. Rosenthal sits. The other members of the party, 3 of whom anyways, are in a bedchamber, seeming where after a fairly thorough search of moving all the carpets, because now we don't trust carpets because they seem to hide trapdoors, thorough enough, there was a trapdoor under the carpet. While Marcos is the only one remaining in a long room full of gold statuary of various kinds of harvest vegetables. And having had a slight perturbed conversation with Zahana, the 2 of them have seemingly left at least one of the vegetables, the golden vegetables, on the ground instead of in the nook where it was taken from. So, what are y'all doing?
Well, first order of business, I'm going to put the fruit back.
Oh, that's what I wanted to do as well. Zahana, roll me d20, please.
Oh, no. No. No.
Also Marcos.
First roll of the night is a natural 1.
I'm both happy that it wasn't me and also terrified.
I am sad.
I just want to point out that means that I now therefore cannot be the first natural 1. It can
Excellent.
only go uphill from here.
You're welcome.
The worst you can do is tie. So, let's see what you do.
Oh, you want me to roll a d20?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Okay. That's a 15.
Okay. Let's see. Nope, keep moving. All right. Then you pick it up and you put it back in the same nook.
Step back, look at the apple. Then I just kind of look up at the ceiling, touch my holy symbol, and murmur in Celestial, on behalf of Vathras, I apologize for disturbing these displays. Pause for a second, look around. I have not been smoked. Okay, we're good.
That's when the gelatinous cube landed on him.
I'm just gonna go kind of poke my head back into the room where the others are, and I'm gonna look around and say, can someone run back and tell Izamina and Dr. Rosenthal that we found another trapdoor and no priestess?
No one.
No.
Zanel says, yeah, I can do that. No problem.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Malik, you want to come?
I do not.
Malik. I'm going to say it right at some point. Malik does not want to come. Zanel will come back and tell us.
And in this point is the point where he tells you that Zanel never makes it to you.
Dude, if he kills her, that is his own business to deal with her. I had nothing to do with it.
Said kill.
Now, Zanel comes to the 2 of you, Dr. Rosenthal and Izamina, to let you know about a second trapdoor.
Well, doctor, I don't and know Deborah Mishi. Do we block this one? Do we get them to come back here? What should we do?
I don't think we should leave.
You don't think we should leave this particular one?
Yeah.
All right. We'll send Zanel back and say, all right, you guys come with us. We've found one as well, and we want you guys to come with us. We would like to check this one since this is where the thieves were. Or the bandits, the brown-robed bandits,
The cultists.
the cultists. Oh, this is so much easier when Jazz isn't here and I can just order her character around. Oh, this
She's
is
not gonna like this.
better.
Incoming rebellion in 3, 2, 1.
We just
All right.
need a servant NPC. Oh, this
I
is
mean,
easy.
you can hire anybody you want.
Which
Yeah,
is
but we
probably a
don't have any
horrible
money.
idea. So Zanel comes and
Zanel
tells
comes back
us.
and says that they found a trapdoor too, and they want you to go to them and go down that trapdoor.
Well, we already know about that trapdoor.
We were there when they found it. They didn't find a second one in the same spot. But we're also if the priest is the main objective at this point, the trapdoor by where the priest went into, as opposed to the trapdoor by the other people, whoever they
I agree.
are. Like, she probably was cool with us going down there because that gave her an excuse to get out.
I agree. We should go down this one. But if they're going to insist, we can maybe block this one with the bed.
But, I mean, did you explore the entire corridor? Does it just end, or is there another?
Well, let's find out. If you hear me yell, don't let me die in there. And I'm going to go further into this corridor. First, I'm just going to go all the way to the end and see what... Oh, look. Just going to call back, more corridor.
I'm just going to follow him down just so I can just see him.
Oh, let's see. Hold on.
And I'll have him
There's
covered.
there's at least one door that you walk past.
Yep. And there's a door at the end of this corridor.
And there's a door all the way down at the end of the corridor.
Okay. When I am 30 feet away from it, I'm going to try and thaumaturgy it open. So about here, just reach out and...
Touch space. Okay. The door pops open, revealing a set of stairs leading up.
Up.
Leading
What?
up.
Well,
Not down.
that's the wrong way. Look back over my shoulder. These stairs go up.
Okay.
Let's go check that other door.
All right. I'll meet you there.
And because opening doors by hand is for chumps, thaumaturgy.
You have to say it like thaumaturgy. Give us some pizzazz.
Oh, this brings us right back. No, we don't need to be in there.
Okay. So.
So we're blocking
All right,
this
big guy,
one.
what do you think? Do we want to go down this hole, or do we want to go back down the other hole that we found, back the other way?
We should very much not split up.
Which means we have to go back.
Well, should the 2 come to the 4 instead of the 4 going to the 2?
Do you think those two are likely to go where they are told or asked to go? Or do they seem a little obdurate?
I think many of us aren't going to go where we're told to go.
Mike, are there any animals in the courtyard?
There are not.
No animals searching around the piles of food that you had mentioned?
Piles of what now?
You had mentioned that there was piles of like food of grain and stuff that
Oh,
was
yeah, no,
collected?
not really.
No, and birds in the trees or squirrels or anything.
Birds in the trees, sure.
Okay.
A little bit of tweet here and there.
Can I try to speak with animals?
Absolutely.
Okay. I would like it to go and fly down the hall, peck one of them, and then fly back.
You're speaking with animals.
Yes, I would like it to do that. I would like to ask it to do
I-
that.
All right, so you cast Speak with Animals,
Yes.
and you're approaching a random, like a wren, some kind of songbird that seems to be nesting in the tree.
Yes.
Food.
I offer it some of the food that was gathered as temple donations.
It flies, onto your hand, but not onto the food, and it looks up at your face. Food.
I'll hand it a little piece of food. This work? That's good for you?
Sure.
So, I need to get my friends to come over here. They went down that hallway.
Why?
Why did they go down the hallway, or why do I need them over here? I want to be with my friends so we don't get lost.
Hmm.
And I can't leave my other friends behind who are already here. Can you just go and just tap one and then come back?
Why?
So that they know to come here.
But how would they know to come here?
Because you would let them know by tapping them, and they'll know to come to follow you.
How?
We've discussed it with them before. It's a pre-planned strategy. It's a fail-safe so that we don't get
Dealing
lost,
with
so we don't lose our
creature of an
friends.
intelligence of 2.
It's asking a lot of questions for a creature with an intelligence of 2.
No, it's asking
treating it like a
basic
2-year-old. It's going to
questions.
literally ask you everything.
At
It
least,
suddenly now has the capacity to speak with one of the really big, ugly, featherless pink things.
at least you're not talking to crabgrass. That'd just be embarrassing.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, everyone loves Henry Crabgrass.
Speaking of, out of no reason whatsoever,
Oh no.
Zahana and Marcos, please roll me a d4.
That's a 1.
Excellent.
Sarah, don't gloat at our suffering.
Zahana?
If I die
1d4?
here, he also
1.
got a 1.
Oh, 1. Okay. Excellent. So, do they have food?
I think they might still have food, yes.
Will they give me food?
If they don't, when you get back, I'll give you food.
But you're giving me food now.
Well, yes, but once I know they're here, I know that I can share my better food because they'll be with me.
Why can't I have better food now?
Because I need to share it with them as well.
They eat that?
I'm assuming
It's
the
better
rest.
than that.
I'm assuming the rest of us don't hear or like hear him
But
kind of tweeting or.
You hear him talking. He's literally tweeting. Yes. The kids call it tweeting. So you hear him basically sort of doing some kind of sing-song, whistly, twittery type thing. See what I did there? And a bird. You hear the wildlife a little bit, I guess, a bit closer than the trees.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go walk over to them.
So as soon as you round around the corner, that. So you are up here. There. You come around the corner. As soon as you step inside the room, the bird's like, ah! And runs and flies away.
There's a lot of tweeting.
And
Well,
what you see, Malik, as you walk in, you see Zahana with a pile of seeds in his hand, and there was a small wren on his hand that just went and just flew off and like scattered the seeds all over the place.
That was a spell slot well used.
No regrets.
You hadn't come back in a while. We were concerned, so I'm just gonna go to the other two.
Ever since I came back into the room, I've just been keeping an eye on the trapdoor. Just kind of giving it the very patient side eye of like, I don't know what you're gonna do. I don't know if you're gonna open, but I don't like you and I don't like that you exist.
Zahana and Marcos, roll me d6.
I don't like this. I apologized for my friend, damn it. 6.
Oh, okay.
3.
6 and
Let me
3,
guess.
63.
6 was the
so
last
that's
thing I needed to get. I get smoked by a god.
6 and 3, and that's 63 total. So that's like the gelatinous Rubik's Cube, right?
I mean, either that or one of them turns into a sheep.
I will headbutt all of you in
Alright.
the most painful places I can find.
So,
And we will give you little scritches all over your little sheep body.
And we can basically just shear the sheep and then sell the wool, right?
I mean,
All of you are
technically-
going to the special hell.
All right. So you're going where? Who's going what?
I was gonna go to the other two to herd this particular bundle of cats.
And the wren kind of flies back, lands on your shoulder, Zahana, and another one comes by and lands on your arm. I told him he wants food too.
This is
That wasn't how the deal works, though.
And the other one tweets and 2 more fly over. Hey, there's food.
He's gonna get carried off like a
we
Disney
have food?
princess.
This is how the Birds movie starts.
I'm gonna open the trap door and throw the food down the trap door.
You are personally inviting Meliki's smite. What is happening?
Some cultist at the bottom gets mobbed by wrens.
What I didn't tell you is that I'm a swarm keeper. Ah! All right. So you're gonna walk with the birds on your shoulder.
And I had already gone back into the room
Okay.
when Malik came and brought off the birds. And
I'm just
decided he was
staring
gonna do it
at
on his
this
own.
ranger full of birds with this look on my face. It's kind of like,
So you walk over and you dump the seed down the hole.
Yeah.
They all look at it. Look at you. Look at it. Look at you. One hops down to the edge of the hole, looks down, looks up at you, flies back up.
You have a flock of birds all over your body.
At least it's not a flock of seagulls.
The last two fly away back through the door.
Are the birds... No, I guess they're not going to help.
More food?
I mean, it's down there.
Why?
Well,
Dark.
I want. It is dark, yes.
We can't see it down there.
Well, I can.
Well, then go get it. Bring it back up.
What are you gonna do for me?
Eat it.
That doesn't do anything. That doesn't help me in my situation.
You can't argue with the logic.
Why?
Why? What?
And another bird comes in the room, sort of lands on the thing. Is there food?
Down there.
Zahana, you
the
guys
hole?
have figured it out. Zahana is playing the long con. This is giving us all a short rest.
Looks at the
Zahana
hole,
is.
looks up at you. Why?
The spell only lasts 10 minutes. There's not enough time for you to get a short rest out of this.
You've got a couple spell slots. Let's roll this out, honey.
No, I don't.
30 minutes of talking to a bunch of bird brains. Excellent. No.
Yeah, just for me to get one spell back. That's it.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
It's like 3 hours later. We're at 9 p.m. and it's like,
Well, Dr. Rosenthal got his one spell back. Hooray. No. All right. Long story short, the birds summarizing is they're not all that cooperative because they don't really get the concept of getting the attention of someone and drawing them to another area. Because they're sort of word of mouth types and no one else understands them. So the smartest one, the first one, is basically, if I can't talk to them, how will they know for me to follow them? Me. To hear you.
By pecking them, that'll let them know to follow you.
So he hops up. You can almost see the hamster wheel spinning as he's kind of wrapping this concept around in its bird brain. It's sort of pecking means follow. So if I peck a pink big thing with no feathers, it will follow me.
oh no.
So it hops up on the top of your head. It starts pecking at your ear. And then flies over to the doorway. Looks up at you, blinks a couple times expectantly.
I walk over.
Oh my god, it's confirmed.
You can't be taught. So this is a revelation for this bird now. This is sort of, oh. So you can see almost more thinking. So he flies up, flies to your shoulder, does a little thing, ruffles out his feathers a little bit, pops up, pecks at your neck again, flies off towards the doorway where Malik is. Lands, turns around, hop, 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 looks up at you, blinks.
Once it lands, I walk over.
I am loving this. This is so wholesome.
Bird has now all kinds of power. You have no idea.
This is so wholesome.
Don't ever cast it. Don't ever enlighten this bird.
And he's gonna tell all
awaken
his friends. He's gonna tell all his friends.
So wait, and it flies up to your shoulder. Are you going to peck me?
I don't have to peck you. I can just ask you to follow me if I would like you to follow me.
Well, why don't you ask your friends to follow you?
Because they're in another room and I don't want to lose the friends that are already here.
But they're already here. Where would they go? They've already followed you.
I just kind of give them a look, especially Marcus. Some of them aren't always the best at not wandering off.
Marcos is still watching the hole in the ground with this
Oh.
very stern look on his face.
So they're like baby birds and need to you need to peck them to make them stay near you.
Something like that.
That sounds pretty accurate.
If I leave these friends, they may split up more.
Why don't what maybe they know there's better food.
That I have to let
Maybe
the others,
you should follow them. Did they peck you first?
I have to let the others I have to get in touch with the other friends so that we can all have the better food.
Have I made it there yet?
Yeah, you've wandered off. You're like, this guy has lost his marbles. He's tweeting and whistling at a random bird.
Well, I'm assuming I would know that he's a druid-ish type person.
A ranger, and this is the first time you've seen him do this.
Yeah, but I'm assuming you're a druid because you're talking to birds.
Not a stretch. Cool. Yes, you make it to the other area. Rosenthal is sitting very diligently on the trapdoor. Izamina is, I assume, pacing up and down the hallway, wondering where everyone is and why they haven't come yet.
Zanelle is a horrible message sender. You should not trust her with this kind of duty in the future. This is...
Right.
Well...
Just going to move myself
Are they with
up
you?
to there.
I got you up there. Yep.
Are they with you, Malik?
No, we're going to go down the other hole.
No, but there's our hole.
Right.
But importantly,
they're thinking that the priestess went down the other hole and that's who we're looking for.
I mean...
Just then, a small wren flies in the room. Lands sort of close to, sort of behind where the first body is. Looks at it, looks at you guys, flies a little bit, sort of hop, lands basically equidistant between you, sort of next to the other one that's against the wall, right around there. Looks at Malik, looks at you, looks at Malik, tweets, hops.
Doctor, do you know if the priestess can change into a bird?
Nothing
Tweet.
seen says that she could. I mean, I expect her to turn into a carrot, not a bird.
It already forgot to peck them.
Oh no, that bird's still with Zahana.
Oh no!
This is another one who took the lesson of big, tall, pink, featherless things have food.
Oh no!
I'm
like,
going
hey.
to
You guys
to
got anything?
kneel down and just put out my hand and see if it'll hop onto my finger.
It hops over inquisitively, sort of like looking.
And I'm just gonna like pet it gently and give it little scritches, very, very gently, if it'll let me.
Backs
And
away.
I'll say, "Oh,
Good.
sweetie,
And
it's
it
okay.
hops over again.
Are you the priestess? Are you trying to get away from the bad guys?"
Hops away.
I think, Malik,
Ruffles up
if
the
I'm not
feathers.
wrong.
Shakes.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is the priestess, and we should be heading down this trapdoor. And let me tell you why I think our trapdoor is the better trapdoor than the ones that you guys found, so that you can go back and tell them. Because the brown robe druids, the brown robe bandits, I don't actually care about the priestess. I cared about her when I thought that, she could come and tell us how these people got in. But then we found the trapdoor, and I'd be interested in seeing her, but I'm much more interested in following the brown robe bandits since they're the ones who actually attacked us. So let's go through the trapdoor where they supposedly came from so that we can find more of them.
Tweet.
The bird, I'm pretty sure this is the priestess. Actually, I'm pretty sure this is Debbie, and she agrees with me. Wise little bird, fluffy, fluffy, fluffy.
Her logic is sound. I can't argue with it.
Yeah, at some point, Malik is just going to start dragging people to one particular area. He's probably going to drag everybody into the center and then use his maul to create a new hole that everybody's going to get forced into.
Not just going to throw them into one of the side rooms.
At the very least, if we're not going to stay here and go down this trapdoor, we need to move a bunch of stuff on top of it so that people can't get through it again.
That's probably a good idea.
Only you had a bunch of very large, heavy objects that you could throw
Or
on top
I
of the
just
trapdoor.
sit here.
Well, I would prefer not to just leave you here by yourself if somebody comes through. Malik, can you go into the dining room? And
I'll have the priestess here.
oh, I guess that's true. Yeah, she might be able to.
Yeah. She's hiding from
Right.
the cultist guys that are clearly in the basement, and is why I'm not going down there.
Okay, well, do you want me to go back and get the others, or are you good to stay here for a little bit if I go with them?
I'm fine. I have a book about lizards, and
Okay.
this this wonderful priestess here.
How big are those chairs?
Chairs. There's
Chairs
In the
that are in
dining
the
room?
dining room.
dining room chairs.
At least
just stack
grab
a
a
couple of
chair so that you're
those.
comfortable sitting on the chair on the trapdoor.
I mean, it's not like you have a bunch of cultist bodies that you could put on top of the trapdoor to prevent it. Oh,
Those are-
wait, you
Those
do.
are going
two
under
of
the
them-
chair.
Two of them are unconscious, so they're not
But they
bodies.
can
They're
still be.
See?
people.
They can
See,
still
if-
be used to weigh down the trapdoor.
If they're unconscious and they wake up while we're gone, I should be here to subdue
bonk
them.
them over the head. They'll be
True.
fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll be
Leave
fine.
the-
I'll
leave
just sit here.
the-
And also, if the other trapdoor is connected to this trapdoor, then when you get to this side, you just, secret knock, and I'll open it for you.
What's the secret knock?
The bird looks at you.
Whatever the bird's been tweeting.
All right. Maybe I'll just say we know the priestess is the bird or something. You'll know it's me. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want us to lock these guys up in the other room though, so that if they come conscious, they're still locked in a different room?
Then why would I stay here?
Watch the trapdoor.
No, I thought I was staying here in case they woke up. You've lost
No, I
me.
thought you were staying here to watch the trapdoor so that nobody else came through it.
The bird is Dr. Rosenthal.
A twist. We're all birds. No. Marcos, roll me a d8, please.
Why?
Why does this keep increasing?
I don't even
I'm
know.
building tension.
I think at this point he's literally just having me roll dice to roll dice. It's a 4.
That is literally a DM's dream.
Yeah.
Ever done that, Steve? Just have people roll with awareness.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Or what's
Every
even better
game.
is when me as the DM, I just roll something randomly.
Yes.
And I kind of look
That's
down and you kind of saw,
awful
you're like,
and brilliant.
and they're like, what? And you're like, nothing, it's good.
Yeah,
it's
you,
fine.
you gotta look
Don't worry
down,
about it. You don't need to worry
scribble
about this.
something nonsensical on your notepad.
And do
then-
like one of these, like, good. Ignore that, players of mine that are watching. Jackie, no, Doctor, are you, if we lock up the bodies in a different room, do you
Or
still
just
want
lock
to?
them in this room.
No, because then if they wake up, they'll flee.
Why would they flee? I'm here. I'll take care of it.
Okay, you're
I thought
gonna
that
say.
was. I thought that was the plan. Where did I lose you?
I thought you were more concerned with the trapdoor than the people, because I was staying with the people. You were staying for the trapdoor.
Yes, but if you leave, then I also have to worry about the people because now you're.
Or
not
we could
here
lock them
anymore.
up and then you don't. All you still worry about is the trapdoor, and we lock them up.
Do we have a key to lock the door?
We have Malik who can.
Okay, but then how do we get in after we?
There is a
Lock
large pile of things
door.
that I can put in front
Yeah,
of the
we'll just
door.
pile some stuff up so that they can't get out.
Okay.
Hannah, please roll me d8.
Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Malik, help me take these guys into this very next room so that maybe the good doctor himself will notice if anybody is coming to consciousness, and let's load a bunch of stuff up against the door so that they can't get out.
Which room are we going? Like
This is like very, very next door right here,
the one with the.
like the one that I've just put myself into.
Okay, yeah. Let's
Hannah,
pile a bunch of guys in there.
roll d8,
Just the two
please.
that are unconscious, not dead.
Well, we're not gonna put the
Six,
pancake.
Mike.
6.
pan-
Okay.
We're not gonna put the acid pancake in there. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I already tried to move that. That didn't work very well. Probably just leave that there.
But
You
he's
can always
dead,
have
dead.
that.
He's not the one that I brought back.
Yeah, he's very dead.
Yeah, but I thought you were piling all the bodies in there.
No, just the two that are unconscious. We don't care about the other one.
Oh, why can't you just put them in here with me?
Because if
Because
they wake
you're
up,
coming with us.
No,
They-
no. I'm
no,
sitting on that door.
Coming with me.
because if they
Is
wake
this-
up, I don't want them to hurt you. It's better to just leave them there until.
Or they'll just be
Malik can
afraid of
come
me
out.
because they saw what I did to their friend.
Yeah, but will they? What if they're like enthralled? I'd feel safer if they were in that other room.
True. Weirder things have happened.
Yeah,
Today,
I'm just
even.
I'm piling the bodies in there, and I'm closing
Yeah,
the door.
just the two unconscious ones, and then we're shutting the door, putting a bunch of furniture, and then Malik and I assume Zanel is with Malik mindlessly, and we're going back to Shush and McTweets.
Okay.
And you're coming with us. He points at Rosenthal.
No.
No,
Sitting
he's
on
staying
the
here.
trapdoor.
He's staying here for the trapdoor, but I'll come with you.
Right.
Make sure E doesn't leave. What, him? He's a guard. Why would I guard a guard?
All right, let's go back to the other thing. Like, we're gonna pile, like, I don't know, a bunch of chairs in front of it.
Yeah.
And Rosenthal is staying or leaving?
Staying.
Yep. I am sitting on the trapdoor, taking a
Sitting
short
on a
rest.
chair on the trapdoor, because we brought you a chair too.
Aw, thank
That
you.
works. Look at that. Okay. So everybody else goes back to the other trapdoor.
Correct. Let's just move the map down here to the other trapdoor.
The other trapdoor.
I don't know why there's people there. It's weird.
Everybody else down to that trapdoor. Now,
Zoomy.
you're all down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Is
So,
the bird still near me? Did the bird leave?
Bird's sort of staring at you.
It's good the priestess stayed with you.
Yeah. I'm good.
Marcos, you will never believe this. I'm pretty sure the priestess is with Dr. Rosenthal.
I'm pretty sure she isn't.
No, legit. Like, she turned into a bird. You know, crazy druids can do that. And then she's
Why
with
would she
Dr.
be a
Rosenthal.
druid?
Why wouldn't she be a druid? It's a nature god.
Is the other bird still with me?
And one
I
or
just
two come by.
I just point to the birds around me, like one of these.
Oh, so all of the priests and priestesses are druids and can
No.
wild shape. That's
No.
cool.
No,
No.
That's
they're birds.
really
No.
cool.
No, they're
He's
actual
Amina.
birds. I've been
He's
trying to
Amina.
feed them to have them go get you. Because the
Isamina,
priestess
the
went down this
priestess
hole.
has gone down this trapdoor.
You
She
saw
is
her?
what matters now. Where else
You
could
saw
she
her
have
go
gone?
down this hole? She's with Dr. Rosenthal.
She is not with Dr. Rosenthal. She's down there. We're going to find her and we're going to kill her.
Whoa. First
That
off,
escalated quickly.
she is with Dr. Rosenthal. Secondly, we don't need to kill crazy druids. We need to go follow the brown-robed guy, which is why I needed you guys to come back with me. Nonetheless, let's just hurry
Why
on
would
with this. We are
why would
not
we involve
killing her.
ourselves hunting the minions when we could take the head off whatever the fuck this is?
Do we know she's the leader?
She's not the
I'm going
head.
to hold her under great suspicion now and treat her like she is. Because she was hiding something from us.
This
You
is
thought
her
that
temple.
yourself.
This is her temple. Yes, correct.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Do you think that the person who runs the temple does not know the trapdoors are there?
I think she knows exactly that there was a trapdoor here and another one there. I think she knew exactly that there would be cultists in the back rooms of the temple. I think that she is behind all of this, and it's time she faces some consequences for it.
When the two of you got attacked, when you guys went off on your own and got attacked, do you think it was a coincidence
No,
that it happened just after she left us?
I really don't think it was a coincidence. And with that, Marcos
Mike?
is going to walk over and start climbing down into the trapdoor.
Mike,
Okay.
any of the brown robe bandits that we fought in the hallway,
Uh-huh.
did any of them look like the girl that had originally come out to speak to Debbie at the beginning yesterday?
No. They were all men or male presenting.
So, yeah, I'm going to have to disagree here hard on you with this one. She would not have sent her girl back in there into danger if she knew that those guys were there.
You just hear Marcos's voice
You
trail up
just
as he
heard-
starts climbing down into the trapdoor, unless she doesn't consider them a danger.
If she thinks if they're with her,
Hey.
she sent
Hey.
her off.
Hey. And basically there's like 3 birds on Zahana right now, and they're all
How-
tweeting at him,
Yes.
and they're like loud. Go pick him. Tell him to bring the food back. And one flies over,
So,
lands on top
Isabina.
of Marcos's head.
Marcos, if
Peck.
there's some
Flies
food on the
away.
ground down there, if you could bring it up for them, they would appreciate it.
No.
This is to prove a point to Isamina that these are not the temple people. These are just birds that I'm talking to.
Druids have to eat even if they're in bird shape. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Look, let's go down here. We are not killing her. I'm going to start climbing down too. We are not
What
killing
is the
her,
first
Marcos.
thing? What do I see when I
You step
when I
in a
reach
pile
the
of-
bottom?
You
Yeah,
step in a
I
pile of
step
bird
on a
food.
pile of birdseed.
There's a bunch of birdseed.
As Isamina's climbing down, I'm not looking up the ladder. I'm not looking up. I'm looking very intently around, shield and spear in a defensive posture. And I just say very calmly, Your code might want her alive. My god wants blood to balance the scale.
And I'm not saying that you can't do that. My code is certainly comfortable with what needs to happen after the truth comes out. I'm just looking for the truth here. So we're not
Yeah.
killing her first.
Not
Can we
there
go over
yet.
to Malik? What happened to the wizard?
Turned into a chair.
She's with the priestess. Back on the other trapdoor.
He is not with the priestess.
He did so good earlier.
You did.
He's sitting on the trapdoor
Come on, you three, get down here.
in a
I'm
chair.
going to
Let's get this
switch
hunt.
the map.
Dun dun dun. Yeah, I think we're all gonna go down.
Okay.
Eventually wander down,
And I will put you all back on the map.
bickering all the way.
And you. And do we say that we leave Zanelle up at the top to guard the door? Or will she go down as well?
So
No, she has to come with us.
Okay.
I mean, if we left the wizard behind to
We
guard
already
a door,
left the wizard behind to guard two
it
individuals
seems reasonable to
We-
leave a monk
who are not
behind.
dead.
important
We
stream
left-
question. Which map are we on?
The one that says players in the
there we
bottom
go.
left of your screen. We left the wizard with the druid priestess on top of a chair on top of the trapdoor. Nobody's coming through it. The druid is fine. The wizard is fine. He's reading his book. We are going to find Debbie or whomever you think is down here, though she's with the warlock, and we are going to go back to the other trapdoor, which is where we should be right now.
Your conviction is admirable. So is there a door right
If
here?
we're on the if we're at the wrong trap door, like you say we are, then wouldn't it be good to have someone guarding to make sure someone doesn't come along and close us in down here?
All right, I seem to be loading. My bad.
Out of character, my only concern is if these bandits are good at snatching, and if we get Zanelle snatched without her having the agency to be here to make that choice,
Absolutely fair.
I would feel bad about that as a player.
That's fair.
So my preference would be to keep her with us.
Well, then we have our subplot to track her down and find her.
We have enough subplots. We have subplots coming out of our ears, baby.
No, we don't. We have one plot with a million strings.
Sarah, don't forget
Um,
about the poison. Don't forget to tell him about the poison.
What poison?
Yeah.
You know, the poison that hasn't been
Cusco.
mentioned until this point.
Yeah, Cusco's poison.
The poison
Yeah.
for Cusco.
Cusco.
Did we do that after they left?
Yes, that was just the two of
One
us.
lever.
Oh no, I'm definitely not telling them about that.
Specifically to kill
No.
Cusco.
Definitely not.
I love how you're just like, no.
No, they're not interested in the truth. I'm interested in the truth. I am like, you know, when like two kids are like they're at like a pool and they're trying to get into the pool first, and their first walk slow, and then they like, but their shoulder to shoulder, and then they start to walk a little bit faster, trying to like beat each other to see who can get there. That's me and Marcos right now. We're like, no, I'm going to that door. No. And I'm like shoving him out of the way, and he's like nudging me out of the way.
You're
I'm not
trying
letting
to
him get
shove me
past
out of the
me.
way. I'm pretty sure you can't move me.
Oh,
Pretty
okay.
sure I can move you.
But I'm at least
Let's,
staying up with
Yes,
you.
you can.
Let's. I mean, if you guys are trying to shove each other out of the way to see who does a.
No, Marcos is just refusing to be moved. He's not trying to shove his Amini. He's just like,
Just staying together is all I'm saying. Just staying
Guys,
together.
What Mike is about to say is you're gonna need to roll something.
You're going to need to roll an opposing strength check.
okay.
First roll of the night.
Now, proviso, Marcos, please roll
Yes.
2 20-siders
Okay.
and take the lower one.
Ooh,
You're having me roll at
disadvantage.
disadvantage?
I am having a roll with disadvantage.
Being
Why?
a host beast to the cleric.
It may or may not have something to do with all the dice you were rolling before.
That's 12.
12 total.
Yes.
Oh, please let. I rolled a 12, but my strength modifier is 0.
So we
Oh,
tied.
so you're basically pushing against each other, and despite the fact that you are,
He's
and you
pushing
know you're
against
much
me.
stronger,
I'm just not moving out of the way. I'm just like.
you're having trouble holding the stance, though. Is the
Yeah,
point.
I'm kind of rocking.
You're not. You're thinking I should be stronger than this. She's not that big. She shouldn't be able to push me as much as I shouldn't be straining against this.
What are you doing?
I don't want you killing her.
If the two of you could move along, because I'm just fine with assuming everything in this temple. So I'm going along with you in respecting your wishes by not doing that. So if you guys could get along and we can progress this.
Getting along. What we have going on
This
here
is
is
getting
someone is having a bit of a problem with some certain objectives and goals, and I'm going to thaumaturgy the door open.
Okay. It is of note as well that this area is rough-hewn stone with a dirt floor. But anyways, as you thaumaturgy the door kind of slowly creaks open, unless you want to use more force, which is fine. You hear a cacophony of tweets. There's about 6 birds at the top of the trapdoor. They're all tweeting down at you. All you hear is a bunch of wrens tweeting. Zahana, just at the end of your spell, they're like, hey, bring up the food.
I'm gonna
grab
a handful. I'm gonna grab a handful and throw it up there.
And they sort of scatter because you're throwing shit at them.
Yep.
Good.
So,
once the door's open.
And you're opening the door.
Yep. Giving a kind of a slow look to Izamina, and then I'm walking through the door.
Okay. Wait a minute.
I'm on his tail. Literally.
Don't step on the tail.
Oh.
The tail just starts twitching like an irritated cat.
So I would like
nope.
A marching order. You basically
Birds thought you guys were children, by the way. Just saying.
The door opens and there's a much more cleanly hewn passageway of stone leading in both directions, with another third passage off to one side.
I'm going to go down to the end of this particular hallway.
And don't go any further. I would like to see who else is coming in there with you. Marcos?
I'm right behind Marcos.
Okay, so you're in there too.
Multiple passageways. Again, I am so pleased.
And we'll say Zanella's right behind me.
Okay.
I'll take responsibility for Jazz's character.
And Malik, as you round a slight corner up at the top, or the end of the passage, you see a ladder going up to what looks like a trapdoor.
There's another door over here. And a ladder.
Where's it go to? I'm assuming it being in the hall, I'm the only one who can hear him, or otherwise it's making a lot of noise if anything else is in the room, if anybody in that hallway can hear him.
Oh, there's been plenty of noise already, don't worry. I mean, what?
Malik, do you remember
tweet.
Do you remember Izamina telling the good doctor what the password would be? It would be like something about the druid is the bird or something.
Something like that.
Priestess is the bird.
I think so. So yeah, I'm gonna go up the ladder. Is it like a solid door at the top?
It looks like a trapdoor. And just for shits and giggles, give me an intelligence check.
Just breathe fire on it, he'll be fine.
How good is Malik's memory? Impatient as he is.
Oh, that's a saving throw. Where's the
You just click on the
Oh,
attribute.
shit. That is an 18 total.
Nice.
It happened recently enough and nothing
The
distracting
druid is the bird.
Druid is the bird.
-1 with a 18 total.
Very nice. So you climb up to the top of the trapdoor
Yeah.
and you voice your way through it, or you try to open the trapdoor?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to try to open it first.
And it's heavy. Give me a strength check.
He's smart
Natural
enough to
20, Doctor
remember.
goes.
Yeah, he's smart enough to remember the password, but not the fact that Rosenthal is sitting
No,
on top of the trap.
this tracks. It took all his mind. It took all his brain power to remember the password.
I mean, I'm not. I think it's amazing.
Druid is the bird.
That
Why
is
isn't the druid?
Yeah, that is a 12 for the strength check.
So, but it doesn't. It's a bit too heavy. You don't have a lot of purchase on the trapdoor. You're holding onto the ladder, sort of thing. You've only got like the one arm. And Rosenthal, something's trying to come up under the trapdoor.
Yeah, I'm going to
Just
try
breathe
again.
Just breathe fire on it.
Something pretty solid. Something pretty solid. It moved you. It's definitely trying to push its way through.
I'm gonna just like shout "hello" between my legs.
As you give me another d20. Malik,
For me, strength check.
strength check.
Oh, wow, that was horrible. That's a 6.
Oh, and as you're pushing, you're almost distracted because you hear Dr. Rosenthal on the other side of the trapdoor. Hello.
Oh,
Birds are druids.
hey, they are. Yeah. And he's gonna drag the chair off the trapdoor. That's it. So
So you hear the scraping of wood above the trapdoor. Crickets.
Yeah, I'm going to move the trapdoor.
Trapdoor opens without issue. And you're up in the room, in the little alcove where Rosenthal was.
For the DM, is there anything visible on me that has not been visible when the door opens?
Nope.
Okay.
We're down here.
Ah, you found the way.
We did.
Does Izamina want me to come down now?
Yes.
Okay. And Rosenthal is gonna follow.
Down you go, and the party is almost reunited. Minus about 30 feet. Plunk, there you are. It's a little bit, scroll down a little bit, you should be able to find yourself on the map, I think.
Yes.
Okay. So I would like a marching, so it's Marcos, followed very closely behind by Izamina, followed by Zanel, followed by Zahana, I presume, and then Malik and Rosenthal.
Malik's going to take up the rear.
Okay.
I
Rosenthal
guess
and
so,
Malik.
yeah.
So where are you going, Marcus?
Hmm.
Going down the side passage. I mean, you can see the one ends, and the other one seems to trail off and then turn to the left further on, and then this one seems to go for about 10 or 15 feet, and then sort of splits into two directions again. But don't move yourself yet.
Yeah. I'm gonna go forward. Down this one.
Hold it. Okay. You're going to
Following.
move about 10 feet down. You basically come to the intersection. Make me a perception check.
Okay. Come on, lucky you, aquamarine die.
What's your passive getting hit by a head in the club?
Um,
Kind
guidance.
of, yeah. I mean, to be fair,
Guidance,
he's not really
Marcos.
that stealthy because he's built like a. Anyway.
Guidance.
Okay, so add a d4.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay, wait. So you are right behind him. Okay, so you're up here then. If you're
I'm
close enough
right
to touch
behind
him.
him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody else is
Right, like,
yeah,
I am
okay, you guys, whatever.
I'm keeping my hand like on his shoulder. I'm staying right with him.
With guidance, that is 19.
Okay. Yeah, well, he wasn't really being all that stealthy anyway, to be fair.
No, Marcos is not stealthy. He's
No, not you.
Fuck. Oh shit. Sorry.
What?
That.
Keeping things.
Basically, Marcos, you're being distracted. She touches your shoulder, and you're like, "What?" And just as she does, you hear a, and this big, gigantic club with like spikes in it comes crashing down in front of you, where you would have stood like mere moments ago, and like, and basically, sort of wrapping around the hallway because it seems to be an abnormally large thing for such a narrow hallway. Is a fairly large. I mean, it's got 2 arms and 2 legs, and it's kind of humanoid-ish, but it's definitely way bigger than you've seen it. It dwarfs Malik for size. It's a significantly large, ogreish creature with a very large and very nasty-looking club. Initiative.
Yay, initiative. Time for some natural ones.
That's a natural 20 for a 19.
Nice. Wait, what?
I have a -1 to my initiative, so
Excellent.
that is a natural. So that's a 19.
Speaking of 19, that's what I got on mine.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Great thing about this is that it's close quarters, and you're only going to be able to fight one at a time.
Yeah.
I can wait.
You wanted to go first.
Well, then my 3 initiative
Oh,
really
awesome.
screws everybody.
It also has a 19 because it also has a -1.
No.
Oh, it's
No.
like in Christmas Carol when you get to see the bad version of where you're turning out to be.
Yeah, kind of. Sorry, Izamina has what?
3.
Excellent. Malik is a 19.
Malik is a 19.
Malik is also a 19. Does
Oh,
anybody
I'll
have
roll
better
for-
armor, better dexterity than 8?
Yes.
So, I mean, between Marcos, Malik, and the ogre. I think Malik, you do.
Yeah, I have a 14.
Okay, so Malik will be first. Is that Hannah?
10.
Dr. Rosenthal?
17.
Wow. All right. And someone else, does someone want to roll for Zanel?
We can't because Zanel's
Allow me.
Character sheet.
character sheet is private. It's not public.
Own way.
I didn't realize that until just now. Sorry.
If only someone had access to all the character sheets.
You can
I-
change it?
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
I
change it.
see. Because
Yeah.
she.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's the DM, so he can probably just access it.
Yeah, he can.
As soon as it loads.
Oh, you know what?
DM
You can
powers.
click, hey, through the, I think through the D&D Beyond linker on Twitch. I think you can click and go to it, right?
It'll
I
pop up.
can't even pull
with-
up sheets, so I don't know.
You can go faster.
Yeah, well, it shows like the character sheet if you click on it.
It's just loading for me.
So it looks here.
So, just
Still loading, apparently.
Dex
Okay.
is plus 16 plus 3.
Plus
I
plus
don't know
three.
if that's
That's fair.
does that affect initiative?
Yeah, it does.
Yep.
Okay.
so like I have a 3 modifier for my initiative roll because my dexterity is 16.
Which is also why you're going first.
No, I rolled a 7. I had 10 total.
Yeah.
Plus, apparently, everybody is in between me and the ogre.
Yeah.
Well,
just
not everybody.
just a lot of us.
Me and Dr.
The official
Rosenthal
roll.
are pulling up the rear. On that
13.
This is
one.
where hold a ready action stands is an important thing so that everybody else can get out of the way, and then your turn can go when everybody else is out of the way on their turns.
All right. So, starting from the top, Malik.
I am holding my action, but it's making me angry to do so.
Are you raging?
I will be, but I'm just gonna like vibrate in place, I guess. Like,
Yeah, because you've only got 2, right?
2 rages
Per short rest. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
You
so.
haven't short rested yet.
I have not.
Hey, Mike, speaking of a short rest, do we want to do a quick break before we start combat?
Ooh, that's probably a good idea, actually.
probably a
Yes,
good
let's
idea.
do that. Now that we have initiative, you've
Thanks,
been
Zach.
just attacked by, almost kind of sneak attacked by an ogre, but not really. And it is, in fact, a very good time for us to take a break. So everybody go hydrate. And we'll be back in 5-ish.
All right. And we are out. And we're back.
Hey. So,
Ish.
after having wandered down the steps and finally deciding on a trapdoor for them to finally investigate, the party clambered down into a rough-hewn stone chamber with a dirt floor, finding another door, finding another trapdoor, matching it up to the one that was above. Managed to finally get Dr. Rosenthal to join them, and now the party, reunited at last, has stumbled into an ogre, as one does. And we're at the top of the round initiative with Malik, and you said you are basically just...
I'm hanging back, holding my action until I can see the ogre and hit it with a bomb.
I mean, theoretically, you could push past everyone.
That's a good theory.
If you really wanted to.
I don't really want to.
Excellent. And for the sake of convenience, because I'm figuring Marcos's 8 dexterity is probably even a little bit better than the ogre's 8 dexterity, just for the sake of the fact that it's a much bigger and much clumsier looking thing. Marcos, go ahead.
A roll off with the percentile dice.
No.
And roll me a d10 before you do.
No. Okay, I am going to pivot to face it fully. And as I stab at it, I'm going to snap to Izamina and whoever's behind her. Get out of the way and let Malik get up here. And let's see, to hit. That is a 21.
That's a hit.
Okay. For 5 damage.
Okay.
And I am not actually moving. I'm staying right here.
Cool. The ogre stares down at where you kind of deftly sliced a little bit of it, and it falls off and swings its club at you.
Knocks him down the hallway.
Well, let's pick this up. 26.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
I thought that was the damage. Okay, cool.
No, the damage is coming up. I need a few d8s.
What?
Natural 20. Now remind me, we're just doubling the number of dice, or we're doubling the amount on
I think we've been doubling the number of dice.
Yeah, I think that's what D&D Beyond does automatically.
Is that your final answer?
Unfortunately.
Well, the rest of you, because I'm pretty sure you don't have this many hit points. The rest of you see Marcos takes a stance, takes a very strong, very martial stance, very trained expertise, blocks down with the shield, readies the spear, stabs through, yells at everybody, "Get out of the way, let Malik get up here." And then he just gets bashed with this club, almost comedically. All you see is this club come out of nowhere with this huge meaty forearm, just kind of go boom.
Am I spurt? I'm spurt.
And he just kind of goes clang, 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 and tumbles out of range to the other side.
How much damage?
Do you really want to know?
I kind of have to know, because if it's
Well,
as much as you make it sound like, I'm dead.
We also have to know for our statistician.
True. That is also true. Remind me how that rule works again. More than your resting your full amount, right?
If it's more than your full amount, you die.
Yeah, I don't think it's more than your full amount, but you definitely
23. Yeah, I'm out. I'm unconscious.
You're out, but you're not dead.
I'm at -1. So I'm at 0. Okay.
Crap.
Should have come down the other trapdoor with us.
The other trapdoor would have come to the same place, but
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Yeah, we really
do know that
We don't know.
because Dr. Rosenthal is now with us.
He,
Coincidence.
who was in front of me, didn't know that because I don't know that Dr. Rosenthal's there.
That's fair. You guys went right in before.
Just
Yeah.
as I see him go
All right.
skittering past me, I'm just gonna be like,
Bang.
"You moron!"
Um,
Wait till you see
I
Dr.
didn't mean
Rosenthal.
shush, shush, literally.
And you're gonna feel
Speaking of
really
Rosenthal.
sorry.
speaking of Rosenthal, yep, You're up.
Acid
My turn.
splash.
and Zanelle's on deck.
Uh,
You come in, you're with Malik just behind you, and you kind of can barely see, and all of a sudden you just see this massive club and this massive forearm kind of bash Marcos out of the way.
yeah, I'm just gonna take a step back,
And bump into Malik.
down the hallway,
Ah, okay.
so that I'm not in his way, and I'll cast dancing lights to light up the area a little better.
Oh wow. Our statistician, Singlis in the chat was basically said that's nearly 4 times higher than the next highest damage taken, which was 6.
Great. Thank you. Awesome.
If you can't be a good example, be a warning.
Be cautionary. No, it doesn't need vision, it takes light. Looking amidst lights, 20 feet. That one. So I'm going to basically fake it and say this torch is a dancing light. Boop.
It's a dancing torch.
And let me know where you want to put them.
Yeah, I'll put one above Zanelle, because I know she can't see in the dark. One above me, and then 2 probably next to whatever just took out Marcus. And as long as they're all within 20 feet of each other.
Yeah, I think they are. That's like each of these squares is 5, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's way
Then we're
well
good.
within 20 feet.
And the hand is next. Zanelle, sorry. What's Zanelle do?
Pop, pop.
Gonna move up?
Yeah, Zanelle would definitely go forward.
Yeah, she would.
Okay.
She'd
She'll
do
move
some
up.
like fancy like monk shit.
Fancy
The
monk.
fancy monk shit. Or is she more of a short sword type? And then follow it with the fancy monk shit.
No,
Usually
she's
Usually it's short sword though, isn't it? Yeah.
Is
So
it?
far. Yeah.
Yeah.
Short
It's
sword and
usually
then.
short
And
sword followed
then-
by a kick with her feet.
All right. Maybe Beyond, don't fail me now. Actions. Short sword. She rolls an 11, which is a hit. I don't know. That's 9 points of damage with the short sword. Follows with an unarmed strike
Take that.
and
boy.
rolls a natural 1.
Oh boy.
Trips over my unconscious body.
And this can all be recorded because it is in fact on D&D Beyond. So this one's legit. So she stabs out with the short sword, slices it right across its forearm as she moves up. And then she does this spinning back kick and comes around kind of all Chuck Norris style and somehow slips on, I don't know, a spatter of blood from where Marcos used to be, and over overthrows and literally almost kind of drops down almost into a split, tries to make it look cool on the way down, and sort of pulls herself into a fighting stance, but misses terribly. And
Did you say Marcos? Sorry, Mike. Did you say Marcos got thrown down the hall a little bit?
yeah, he kind of didn't wear that one very well, no. So he kind of goes clunk, 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 another 5 feet down.
Marcos, will you scoot yourself back?
I can do that.
I scooted myself back a little.
That works too.
Thank you.
Also, my arm is probably broken
Possibly. I mean, you never know.
from trying to block that damn club.
And no, Zahana.
All right, so I figure if I saw where he got knocked to, I can make it over to kind of where he is, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then I can shoot an arrow at the ogre.
That works.
$18.
18's a hit.
Eight.
8 damage. Izamina.
I am obviously going to run over to wherever Marcos is.
Well, he's very close. You can reach him from where you are. Yeah.
But I'm going to, with my movement, as far as I can move him back. So dragging somebody is like it reduces my movement by half.
Yep.
So
I'll even allow it past.
That's okay. I'll take him and me to the end of the hallway.
Cool.
And then I'm going to do cantrip spare the dying so that he doesn't have to do death saves.
Huzzah. It's kind of a broken
And do I
cantrip.
still have an action? Is dragging somebody an action or is it just a movement?
No, that would be an action because you'd have to grapple, technically.
That's fine. Then spare the dying. So you're stabilized. You got 0 hit points, but you're stabilized, buddy.
Let's hope
And
there's
I'm just
nothing
going
else.
to be like, I'm just, as I'm like leaning over him, I'm just going to be like, I didn't mean literally die. Just please wake back up.
Aw. Little touching moment. As the
So
ogre
there's nothing around the other corner.
beats your friends. All right. Back at the top, Malik. The way is a lot more clear now.
Yeah, I've noticed.
I helped.
So, okay, would this be back up to the top, or would this be me holding my action? Because
You can. I'll allow
saw
the
it.
hold action. I will allow the held action. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna move up to right about.
And we can even say, just for retroactive, we can say basically when the way is clear or much more clear sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna put myself in between. I can't remember who this is. Either way,
No.
the rest of the party and my own self are gonna be behind me, between me. Like, I'm gonna put myself between the ogre and them, and it's gonna get hit upside the head with a cast of maul.
Excellent.
That is a 16.
That's a hit.
Add to my total damage, and 13.
Oh.
4.
Good.
And it's back to, and Marcos is down. The ogre, kind of reeling a little bit, rang its ears, and falls off and tries to give you a good solid play whack-a-mole with the Dragonborn. 15.
It's swiping at me.
Yep.
15 is a hit because my armor class is 14. But I am raging because that was my
Bonus action?
Bonus D action, yeah.
Did you rage at the end of it? Yeah, okay. I'll give you
I
that.
did, because I was vibrating in place.
So you take half of. Should have written something. It's 4.
Half of 4?
So you
Easy.
take 8. You take 8 points of damage,
Oh, that's...
which has been halved.
Ow.
Would be 16, but you're all mad.
I am mad.
Dr. Rosenthal.
I'm gonna move here. I don't really have anything I can do. I can't reach him for a melee attack.
Well, because I'm there and I'm blocking everybody else, just toss a grenade around the corner. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I don't have a grenade. I don't have any spell slots.
Well, that's disappointing.
Yeah. I know.
Where's
Because
that?
I wanted that short rest.
That globe of acid. You really need that globe of acid right now.
I would totally use that.
So what are you doing?
I can't reach it, right?
Not easily. It definitely has cover if you try.
Maybe I just try to do a melee attack on it. Even if it has cover. But I'm going to cast Blooming Blade on my quarterstaff.
Well.
That is a 14 to hit.
Even with the cover bonus, it's actually a hit. That's a hit.
Ooh, beans.
Oh, you.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So, casting Blooming Blade, I get 1d8 thunder damage.
Only when it moves. It has to move out of the space it's in.
Yes. Yeah.
But you still get your weapon damage, which
So
I'm assuming
this
you're using
is-
two-handed.
Yeah, does that change things? Is it higher?
Two-handed is always higher damage.
Two-handed is a bit higher. It's a
dice.
D8.
Oh, it's a d8.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll this one. It doesn't matter. It's a 0.
Oh no!
We have to do at least
no.
one.
Oh no!
Pretty sure the rules say you have to do at least one damage.
No.
All right.
It's
Then
a
it is 1 damage. And if the target willingly moves 5 feet, then we'll
Then
do
it takes another D8.
Yeah.
Thunder. So you whisper the incantations into the quarterstaff, and you sort of tuck it behind, and you kind of try to stab at the dark room to see if you can hit something, and you manage to connect with the ogre, and it's like, oh, would you like stab its toe or something, and it sort of spreads this vibrating enchantment across its body, and it's sort of lightly shimmering and lightly sort of almost vibrating, kind of in some similar way to the way Malik is, but not.
You did as much damage as someone does to themselves when eating Captain Crunch.
You booped the ogre.
Boop.
Yes.
Zanel. What does Zanel do?
Attacks again.
I think she's going to have to move, I guess, around Malik?
No, that's fine. But I can keep the mighty one behind me.
Yeah, so does she have any, let me just look real quick, does she have any ranged weaponry she can just chuck at it?
I thought
Dart. Yes, she does.
Yeah, I thought she did. She had like
Chuck a
darts or
dart.
something.
No, she is not.
Well, yeah, she did, but it's probably sticking out of my back at this particular point in time.
So she pulls out a dart, readies the thing, And Malik turns around and is like, okay, just stay there and you can just throw stuff at it. And as she throws it, sort of thing, and he kind of spins, knocks the dart out of the air.
I was readying my maul again.
Exactly. Zahana.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Arrowed.
That is a 17.
That's a hit. Even
Man.
with cover.
We gotta get Zahana the trick shot feat.
That is a 7.
Or sharpshooter.
Okay. And Izamina.
Oh no.
You are unconscious. Nobody's talking to you.
Oh no.
Mike,
That's all we hear.
how sure am I that this red potion is a health potion? Like if I'm even on the edge about it, I'm not gonna give it to him. But if I am certain
Give me an
that it's a
Arcana
health,
check.
Oh.
you guys, I'm proficient in this. It's fine.
Let's just
Don't-
mash up
don't-
these berries and give
Zev,
it to them.
I have spared the dying for days. If you go into convulsions, I'll just spare the dying you again. It's fine. Yeah, 11.
I mean, you've seen other red potions that are healing potions.
Oh no.
Could be
You
gummy
remember,
berry
you
juice.
You remember another potion that smelled like cloves? That was a healing potion.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Logistically, it could be. You never know.
Oh
I mean,
no.
For everyone
Maybe.
who's a fan of 80s cartoons, this could actually be gummy berry juice. It's
I
entirely
am so
possible.
concerned.
It's the thing
bouncing
is,
here and there and everywhere.
in the split second that I have to decide things, this is in my custody as chain of evidence. So I'm not going to use it unless I'm for certain that it would save somebody's life. I don't know 100% that it is a healing potion. And right now he is stable, but unmoving. So I am not going to feed him the red potion because unless I know for certain that that's what it does, I wouldn't do that.
Our statistician in the chat is like, do it, do it.
Do it.
What's the worst that can
Yeah.
happen? It will be fine. I'm sure it will be fine.
Come on,
Go
do
ahead.
it. Come on, do it.
She's looking for payback because I killed her love interest in our Saturday night home game, or almost did. Anyway, I'm going to shoot with my crossbow.
How would this be payback? I'm the one who would suffer. Go ahead,
She
do
knows
it.
that I would take it personally. I'm going to shoot with my crossbow.
You're shooting him with the crossbow instead of feeding him a potion.
I'm shooting Marcos. I really want to get my work out of that spare the dying cantrip. So
You're loading
dying.
you're loading the potion
Spare the
onto the tip of the crossbow bolt, and you're just shooting me in the mouth with it.
no, I'm shooting
Speed
down the
delivery.
hallway, obviously towards the ogre. I rolled
Okay.
a 16 to hit with my crossbow.
That's still a hit. This
Hey,
thing has like terrible armor class, and you're shooting literally past 4 of your compatriots.
that's great. 3 points of damage.
So it's getting to the point where the two of you are going to be starting to trick shot stuff. And it's getting peppered full of crossbow bolts and arrows and bashed around with them all.
And that's my turn.
Back up to Malik.
All right. Somebody's got to put this thing down.
Spittle and phlegm spattering at you as it rages.
You want to yell at me, pal? That's a 24 to hit.
Nice, nice.
It's a 19, not a natural 20, unfortunately. And that is another 10 points of damage.
If you take 3 levels in fighter and go champion, a 19 would have been a critical. Just saying.
If I get all the way to 20th in Barbarian, I can have a strength of 24.
Also true.
Hey, level up,
Or
TD.
higher.
Thanks for the
His
raid.
rating. That's awesome. Okay, that is awesome.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Where are we? Oh, the ogre. Takes another hit from you from the maul and strikes back. 922. That is also a hit.
Yeah, that hits.
13. Oh, divided by 2. Sorry, 6 damage.
You know, my damage to damage taken ratio is taking a bit of a hit here, guys.
I think he's taking a hit. Hey. Okay. Dr. Rosenthal.
Has it moved?
It has not. Because it's stuck in that 5-foot square. 10 foot range area.
Does my blooming blade stack if I do it a second time?
It does not. However, you can still poke it with your stick.
Yes, I'm still gonna poke it with my stick.
Jab it in the foot again.
Loop it on the snoot.
This time it's only a 10 to hit.
Oh, just misses.
That's okay.
I'm going to shout.
Booming Blade's not on anymore though.
Boom the blade.
It's only for a round.
Oh, you can hit it again with a booming blade if you want.
But I think that only works on a hit.
Great. That's
so
true.
it wouldn't. It's not there anymore. It's gone.
It's gone, regardless, because even if you tried it. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to shout down the hallway. Doctor, why isn't the druid priestess helping us out with this?
Where is that bird?
I thought she was down here with you guys.
Did she leave you? She was supposed to stay with you to help watch. She is very inconsistent.
She got scared.
Maliki needs to know about this. He needs better staff.
I need to hit
Zanel
more things with my maul.
chucks another dart. Oh, that is a hit. Never mind. Oh, no, wait a minute. It's not. Excuse me.
Natural 40.
Sadly, the lumbering dragonborn in front of her proves to be more of an impediment than an actual ally, and she does not quite hit her mark. She's trying to judge the distance and between you and the wall, which is not great in the best of times. Sorry. It's Hannah.
Gonna go and shoot it again. That is a 13.
13 is, yeah, still a hit. Even despite cover.
10.
10 damage.
Nice.
It's not looking happy. Izamina.
I am going to contemplate again about that red potion.
Do it.
You're unconscious. I'm still just not sure. So
My ghost is standing next to you, just going.
I'll shoot. I am not making you a revenant at
I
level
want to
2.
be a hollow one.
Oh God. I'm gonna shoot with the crossbow again.
Okay.
Let me commune with my god.
Ooh, that came real close to being a 1, y'all. That was not good. Whew. But it's a 17 to hit.
How did
That's a
that
hit.
jump
Came real
from
close.
that? Wow.
Came real close. Whew. Hey, and that's 7 points of damage.
7 points.
Come on, do
Not
it. I'm
looking-
here. Come on, kill me.
Not
I'm
looking
here.
happy. Malik, put it up.
Malik is going to introduce Jan Ogre into the Order of the Ball. That is a 22 to hit.
That's a hit.
Put it in horny jail.
11 points of damage on the DVD Beyond.
It's not happy. It's hurting. It's hurting
I
pretty
should
bad.
hope not.
No, it's a masochist. It's really enjoying this. It's just like,
it
yes,
just seems to be getting more and more angry the longer it fights.
I keep casting Maul on it, and it keeps not dying. This is very
And you
unfortunate.
take 4 more points of damage.
Ugh. Not cool, dude.
I get smacked with 30, with 23. Ouch.
I just heard from Jazz, you guys. She is racing to get home. She doesn't think she'll join us before the game
That's
is
okay.
over, but
That's
she
fine.
says, this is what I said, you're doing good, except for you rolled a nat 1 to hit. And she said, to be fair, it wouldn't be right if I didn't roll a nat 1 during the game. It's like
That's
I'm
fair.
right there with you.
The mighty one has appeared.
Oh God.
All right.
I think I just upped my damage by like 30%. Because I was just above 100 last time.
Meanwhile, I set the record for the most single damage taken.
Ogre and
What? I think
Rosenthal.
Sarah has increased her damage output by like multitudes of percent. Because she was at like 2 or something before, right?
I'm fairly certain this is the first time I've hit people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you did damage before.
Once. You did a little damage once.
Yeah, there was like 2 points of damage, but this time
Was
you've
that
done like a
because-
fair chunk.
Yeah. I've done like 10 points.
That's like
Rosenthal casts Spling Blade on his quarterstaff again, and then misses with
Nice.
a 5 to hit.
Excellent.
for Sarah, that's like a 500% damage increase.
I'm happy.
Zanel. Attack. And she's going to chuck a dart. Remaining dart.
Throw the dot.
And misses terribly. With a 7.
We're gonna have to get the mighty one much either bigger darts or magical darts.
I mean,
Or bigger magical darts.
3 for 3. So maybe just don't stand in front of her. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, you're pretty big.
Right now
Okay.
I'm the damage soak to make sure
Zahana.
nobody else gets clobbered.
This is going to come to a surprise to everybody. But I'm
Get him,
shooting
Hawkeye.
again.
Get him, Hawkeye.
You're going to turn into a sparrow.
Hawkeye's the best Avenger.
That was so close. You take that back. That was so close to being a 20, but it's a 19 plus
That's
the
enough.
3, so it's a 22.
That's enough. Roll damage.
What were they up above? Finches or something? So Zahana's going to turn into
11.
a finch and poke at the ogre.
Oof. He's not looking good now. Bleeding from about at least a half dozen wounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hit him like 10 times. And Zahana is gone. Izamina. She get the kill.
I mean, all I can do is now shove this red potion. No, I'm just kidding.
Do it! Do it!
No, crossbow
I
again.
dare
of
you!
course. 14 to hit.
That's a hit.
And 7 more points of damage.
That's enough.
Oh, nice.
With that spinal crossbow bolt, hitting it right in the chest. And it sort of lodges crookedly. It starts choking and sort of its eyes roll into the back of its head, falls forward, smashing its face into the side of the wall. Drops its club.
I
The
killed
ogre
it. We
is
didn't
no
even
more.
try to talk to it. What if it was also one of the druids? Oh my god.
Wait.
could have totally questioned it.
I'm not sure it can.
Marcos is turning me into a
monster.
blood hunter. This is wake up right now.
Do we have a
Right.
necromancer?
Where
Is there a
does this
necromancer in
druid
the
thing come
house?
from?
Oh, we met a bird, and it was definitely the priestess.
The priestess. She's a druid. I've already told him. He doesn't think that that's true.
Oh,
Malik, was this one of the birds that you saw me tweeting at?
He's pointing at the ogre like that. No.
What?
No, the bird that they were talking to. That they think is the priestess.
I don't know. Probably.
Well, of course it was talking to you. It's the druid priestess. That's how it can talk to you. Wow. Who's going to help me carry Marcos out of here?
can't you just wake him up?
With the potion?
Tomorrow?
I thought you
Fine.
were a
Tomorrow.
cleric. Well, you did like the pray thing, and then poof, to come back to life.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that because I don't pray. There's not a divinity.
Really?
we
And
worship?
he pulls out his book. Tell me more about how you get your powers then.
Okay, so you see, there's this idea that truth, and I'm just going to go into like easily, unless somebody stops me, like an hour-long lecture. I'm just going to be sitting there, kind of sitting near Marcos, like every once in a while, just
Well-
tapping his cheek a little bit.
While she's talking, about 3 seconds in, I'm gonna walk up and cast Cure Wounds
Okay.
and use up my last spell slot. That is, let's see, doing the math. So that is going to be 8 health.
About the same time as Zahana had cast Cure Wounds, because Izamina said, "Who's going to help me carry Marcos out of here?" I would have walked up and grabbed his leg and started dragging him.
Scraping a
So-
metal on stone.
So he's going to wake up with the 8 extra hit points as I'm dragging him, like, okay, where are we bringing him?
So, okay.
So,
I
Marcos,
get-
you're kind of like, you're lying sort of prostrate, and you're sort of, you kind of come to, your arm, your spear is over there, you're still strapped into your shield, it's dragging, you're moving, because something's got a hold of your foot, and
You're just being knocked out by an ogre. For
I'm-
sure, you think that you're being
Yeah,
carried away by an ogre. Yeah.
I'm going to hinge up from the waist and just lash out with my shield. Just like, yeah.
Oh, I'm going to hurt you.
grab it. Right. And I mean, I could give you a wisdom check maybe if you want to, because you can see, you can open your eyes, you can pretty much get a sense of what's going on. You can roll around without actually lashing out initially. You can see that it's your compatriots. There's no ogre in sight. But if you really want to lash out, roll a d10.
I mean, I think it's pretty rational that the first thing
I am
Marcos does
absolutely
when he wakes
not
up is
responsible
flails.
to the
Nope, that's a natural. That was a natural one.
excellent.
I'm flat on my back.
Knocks
I'm just
himself back out.
So
Awesome.
you
Bonk.
launch out, and instead of pulling up, the shield kind of gets wedged right at this point. It's kind of turning you around the corner. The shield kind of gets wedged. You kind of get turned around. Your other leg comes over. He kind of twists in your grip, Malik. So now he's on his face.
Ow, 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 ow. My nose. Ow, my nose.
I'm going to, like, pick him up
Ah,
by the leg.
Put me down. Put me down. Put me down. Oh, I'm gonna throw up.
Are you all right?
Put me down.
I put him down.
Oh. Ow. Oof.
Yeah. So
Ugh.
How do you fight in all that metal?
Usually much better than that. Where's my spear? Oh, there it is. Ow. Just kind of limp hobbling over like, ow, ow, ow. Ugh.
So you see, Doctor, the truth being an inalienable concept by which all peoples can come together and find a common nugget that brings us closer towards goodwill and kindness and the ultimate kind of prosperity for all. That I think is what really can give us so much power in this universe, is when we just really embrace our truth and allow that truth to speak to everybody's inner greatness.
Can we wrap this up and you can finish up this conversation when we're not in another basement with creatures trying to kill us?
But we just took care of the thing that was trying to kill us, so now it's the perfect time.
But
so we're done. We can go then. We can leave. We're done here then. Is that what you're saying?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
we're not done. And I'm like leaning on my spear, kind of like, we're not done. We are nowhere near fucking done.
But we found the priestess.
No, we
and
did
we
not
found
find
ogre.
the priestess.
Do you not believe me when I say I can actually talk to animals?
I'm sure you can talk to animals, but I
Yeah.
don't think we found the priestess.
I don't think that was, it's not that we don't believe you. We absolutely believe you can talk to animals.
Because they were in their animal form. You can talk to animals and they were in their animal form. Those things are both true. I'm going to come up and like...
Yeah.
I'm going to come up and...
You're incredible. I'm just walking it. Like, I can't... You don't get this. I tried explaining it to you.
I feel like
I was speaking with those animals. I was trying to get them to go get you, and you're trying to say that that was the priest. You're not believing me that I was talking to the animals.
Yeah, we believe you that you were talking to animals.
But there were a lot of animals.
The birds.
Yeah.
Yeah. That wasn't the priestess. They're not druids. They're birds.
Wow.
It was really friendly, though. Like, far more friendly than I'm used to. Is that just normal? Am I just not aware of how friendly birds are?
It thought it could get food from you.
Oh, well, I wasn't giving it any food.
They're not the best
We
listeners
still
sometimes.
have to find the priestess.
Come on, Marcos. I'm going to wrap his arm around me and come up and like help him hobble on. Zanelle would like to note that she is looting the ogre body.
There is nothing on the ogre body.
There's
other
a
than
club.
Basically a club and a loincloth.
She'll take the club.
In fact, this ogre... I mean, expert on ogres? It's kind of a big and kind of burly and sort of
dead.
There's a lot of meat, but you'd almost give me a medicine check.
Who?
Anybody who's actually trying to loot or stare at the ogre.
That would be our friendo.
Is there like a passive
No.
medicine? Because I'm fairly sure it's dead.
Medicine is
+2. There we go. We get
wisdom.
Da-da-da. I just should not roll for Zanelle.
No, I'll roll for
Throwing
Zanelle.
out that right now, but I'll give it to you. No, it's a 10.
Oh.
She the skin. Okay, there we go. Malik goes to 16, definitely.
It's dead.
This is nice, thank you. But more than that, it's not. It wasn't healthy. The skin was almost hanging on it, almost as if it had been losing weight, or emaciated in some way. You could almost see. You can almost sort of you can see where the ribs were more pronounced on it than you would have expected something of this girth. This it wasn't. There was something that wasn't right. It wasn't, I mean, theoretically, it could have been just stuck down here. Who knows? But you figure it could probably move around. But anyway, where to now? The passage continues to the north.
Marcos, I totally understand that you want to continue walking around down here, but we are out of ways to protect each other, and we might need to come back to this.
How much would the ogre weigh?
Probably a lot.
I do have this red potion.
I can.
No, I'm not.
While everybody else is discussing this, I want to try to sneak down the corridor stealthily and see what else there is.
This corridor?
I figure that when we came into the little opening with the ogre, that was not the right way to go. I would hope that Ismina and Marcos, being down at the end where the corner turns, would have looked to watch out to make sure nothing bad was coming after them.
Yeah. Just
So,
a dead end corridor.
I figure that's covered. So instead of going through, I'm going to go up.
Up, out, and around?
Up, and around, yeah. And
Because if we
sneak
Roll me
as
a
far as I
check.
can sneak.
If we move the ogre, we could basically just take a rest here.
I would still like to scout out as far as reasonable. If people are standing around talking and discussing things.
Yeah. So you stealth your way down the hall. Give me a roll.
Apparently, I spent my good rolls on the arrows. That's a 1.
Excellent.
Well, it's
You
a,
think
it's
you're
a
being
6.
stealthy.
It's a 6 with my stealth bonus, but
Excellent. Even better. So you think you're being stealthy.
okay.
Trying very gingerly. Step, step, step. A little bit of gravel rustling under your feet every now and then, but that's okay.
And eventually, I get to a spot where I can't go any further.
Come to a door.
Assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is the door locked?
Doesn't appear to be. Are you going to try the door?
I am going to try the door.
Oh, well, good.
Good.
It is not locked.
Okay.
Let me get rid of the door. Boop.
I'm gonna kind of peek in and. Would this be a new stealth roll since I have now opened a door and going through?
I mean, with a roll like a 1, it's pretty likely that whatever's there already knows you're there. But go ahead.
The new roll is a 23.
Excellent.
Well, you might not have been stealthy earlier, but you're definitely stealthy now.
I will probably go based on where I came from to the one that goes up.
Okay.
Peeking around corners until I apparently run out of places to look.
I just
Or
realized something.
are there doors on either of those little hallways?
Huh. Look at that.
But
Somebody made this map and I didn't actually put a means of getting through. My bad. Okay. This is me pulling a DM fiat out of my butt here. Make me a... Bang. Bang. Maybe spin. Right there. Oop.
There's a thing right there.
There's a thing, right? Okay.
That is certainly a thing. So, how's Chad doing tonight?
There. There is now a door. Where there wasn't one mere moments ago, because for some reason whoever drew the map didn't put one in.
It's a magical door.
I love mazes. Which, I mean, I hate mazes.
After that, I will head back to the group.
Okay.
Looking for Dr. Rosenthal. So I found another door, went and checked it out. That thing that you did at the end that would warn you, can you do another one of those?
I can if I take a quick nap.
That kind of defeats the point. The idea was that we could make sure nothing comes down that hallway. And yeah.
I can put a pretend mark there.
Well, I mean, it is
anything.
As a wizard, you can cast ritual of any spell that you have that has a ritual.
Does Alarm have a ritual tag?
It does. You can spend 10 minutes and cast it as a ritual spell.
Interesting.
Wizards, the only class that can do that.
Wizards.
I can cast Maul as a ritual.
Yeah, there are other rituals like I can cast
so
rituals.
clerics, yes, cleric can as well. That's right.
So I will lead.
I mean, the other ones
Rosenthal.
can.
So I'll lead Rosenthal down to that first door that I went through.
Okay.
And it's closed because I closed it, and be like, if you cast it here, there's only the other door, so then we just only have to watch one door and we don't have to worry about the halls.
Okay. I'm gonna need like a few minutes of concentration. Can you just like
I got you.
Watch for me? Okay.
Actually, you've got a pretty high passive wisdom, don't you?
Which one?
Zahana. Oh, you both do technically, I think. Passive perception.
14.
Yeah.
My perception's only 11.
Okay. So Zahana, something. I mean, because Rosenthal is down there and he's got his globes with him, illuminating the path. Something catches your eye. Let me get back to that map. Right around that red dot that I put on the. Right. That dot shape polygon. Great. Oh, it's not even working. Never mind. Right about here on the wall. Because of the light that's being shed. Something basically on the wall to the left of where the little torch is.
Mm-hmm.
Something odd about the wall.
I'll investigate it real quick.
Give me an investigation roll.
That is a 17 plus I have where's investigation plus 3, so that's a 20.
That's that's a. You're not sure if you notice a draft, just a difference in the air current or something, but there's definitely it seems like a door of some kind.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna make a mental note of that for later, for when we come back here after we've taken our rest.
So you're putting the alarm at the door that you're at right now?
Right.
Okay.
I believe so.
All right.
That's where.
Yep. Rosenthal can take 10 minutes, puts up an alarm spell across that doorway. And everyone, I presume, is going to take a short rest,
Sure, yeah.
long rest. Spend an
if I
hour
can-
sitting about.
If I can move the ogre, like over here, then we can all use this area as like a long rest area.
If you can
I
move
mean-
the ogre like here, I don't know how to click on the map. But if
You
you move the ogre in front of the door that we came through and we close that door,
that could
whoever
work
opens
too.
that door has to open it into an ogre.
Yeah, does the door swing our way or away from us?
Swung in, yeah. In towards
Okay.
you.
Yeah, we could
So you
close
can
the
block
door.
with the ogre.
Yeah, we could close the door and dump an ogre on top of it.
So
I
you're
will
saying
help
you want
Dragon over.
to take a long rest
Yes.
in the basement of a cult-infested temple
Yes.
where
It took us a session and a half to get this far into the basement.
taking a nap next to a dead ogre.
Who smells awful.
I mean, there's the little corridor that they're down around the corner that you could, down around
mean-
back where Izamina is. It might be far enough away. It doesn't smell that bad, or it wouldn't have gotten a jump on you.
Point.
There. And you're planning on spending 8 hours down here.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, is there anybody here who doesn't need a long rest? That
I'm
supposes-
fine. I can keep going. I'll be good. I'll be good.
How did,
Uh,
were you able to
ow.
heal yourself up?
Malik just
No.
reaches over with like a knuckle and taps on the giant dent in Marcos's armor. Like, yeah, you're fine.
Oh.
I mean, I can't. I don't have anything left to heal you any more than I already have.
Yeah,
And if you don't have anything left to heal you, and if she doesn't have anything, pointing to Ismina, you might not want to face more creatures. That could hurt.
Let's
Marco
take
just
a
sighs and
rest.
sits down.
If you're really feeling better in an hour, then we can talk about it. But why don't you actually just take
Ow.
a nap?
Marcos is asleep almost as soon as he sits down. It's just because being in pain is exhausting. He's just like, okay.
Yeah.
So is everyone else just gonna sleep as well?
Isamina's going to go sit near Marcos just in case something happens. She's spooked now that something's going to happen to him. And so she's going to sit near him. And
Rosenthal is
curl up
going to
against the
sit
wall.
like right next to Izamina with his book open, and he's going to interrogate the shit out of her. He needs to understand how she can cast magic without a deity. And if he can't figure it out, he's going to implode.
when you believe in the virtue of humanity,
Marcos just
fills
starts
this
snoring louder.
inner strength. I'm just going to reach over and plug his nose so that he has to breathe through his mouth. It fills this inner strength that connects you to others. And there is a kind of power that comes. It would be cheesy to say that it's the power of love, but in a way, the power of love for humanity is really what guides my people. And yeah.
I figure
The Huey Lewis and the News song?
I figure between Malik, Zanel, and Zahana, we could work a rotation where everybody can get a rest in.
Yeah,
and
I'll take
someone's
first
up
watch.
to-
Oh, you're gonna watch. Oh, okay. Well, that changes things.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to where
Who's on first watch?
I'm gonna go where I'm positioned on the map, and I'll take first watch.
Okay.
Near the ogre door, but so I have so I can see down the hallway essentially.
Okay.
If anything
Make your
comes-
perception check.
If anything comes around the hallway. Perception. There it is. Ooh, bam. That is a 19.
That is a 19. You, over the snores of Marcos and any other compatriot who might or might not be sleeping at this point.
Hear nothing, and we can all go about our rest.
Hear nothing, and I'll go about your rest.
Wow, that actually worked.
Nice. Right. Who's next?
I'll take this next watch.
Token check.
$19.
You as well, as Malik settles down for his rest, or part of his rest. You have an unexpected and uneventful evening, or watch, I guess. Anyone else?
Zanelle will do it.
No.
Am I rolling for Zanelle?
Sure.
It's a perception check?
Yeah.
Oh, no. That's a 4.
4. So I don't even make it sound cute. I mean, what? Who said that? But random stuff. So I guess I'm presuming Zanelle would be positioned kind of similar to where everyone else was.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I'll put him there, Zanelle out there. Okay, so it's all happening on Zanelle's watch. Darn it.
I mean, or we could just do it in 2 watches.
We could do it in 2 watches.
And that
Let's
way
do that. Let's do that.
we don't have to have something happen for
Because everyone else would have been awake or not awake. That's a good point. Let's do that. So it'll be on Zahana's watch that you, and actually it works out better. You see, because of the way the dancing lights are, and how long do dancing lights last? Only an hour though, I think, right?
I think it's only a minute.
30 hours.
A minute.
That's way
Homebrew.
less time than what
But
I
it's
said.
it's a cantrip, so as long as I'm awake, I can. Oh,
yeah,
I
but
would
you're going to bed.
Well, maybe.
Oh, a minute. Look at that. My bad.
No, you need to get a sleep. We're getting a long rest in parts that you get your spell slots back.
Yeah, but I need to understand how you cast magic. And
Yeah, it's not going to take me.
You get 6
8
hours
hours.
of rest in there.
It's going to take me like 15 minutes to be like, it's basically the
Power
belief in us as the best versions of who we can be that drives my
Yeah,
order to.
That's
yeah.
bullshit, and I'm gonna figure out how. For
Sure.
real,
you can-
Thank you.
So you can cast magic without a deity, but she can't?
See, but that's
okay.
the point, right? It's not that I can and she can. It's how can we without some celestial being giving us this power. That's my whole point of my studies. Is how do I even cast magic when I have no lineage? I'm a human. I shouldn't be able to.
It's because it's somewhere inside yourself you recognize the power of people coming together and lifting each other up. The power of people being able to be greater than the sum of their parts. And when I'm out, like pretty quick, I'm out because I need a full night's sleep.
And
Yep,
now you
this
have
is-
the cleric and the paladin just lying next to each other, snoring.
Like
Just
when you
both,
fall
like-
asleep on somebody on an airplane that you don't know. And it's kind of awkward when you both wake up. Yeah, that's what it's like.
Yeah. Marcos
All
is
right.
sitting up and Izamina's just kind of conked on his shoulder and just
Anyway, to answer your question, DM, Dancing Lights is not up any longer.
It is not. It is not. Since we're getting close to 9, anyways, I think actually this is a good point to call it. We will have everyone finish their long rest without incident. Why'd you move that muffin?
Before Rosenthal
Not before.
goes.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean not before? He's gonna steal the red potion out of Izamina's bag and cast Identify on it.
Which is also a ritual. So you can spend 10 minutes.
I can actually cast it for free once a day. So I can also spend 10 minutes. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
So is that
just-
a sleight of hand? Is that going to be a dexterity roll versus?
That would be, if you're doing it when she's asleep, I
Well,
would give
she just
you.
fell asleep on me, so yeah, I have no choice.
You go sleight of hand.
My passive perception is 15.
Well, that's a 2.
Excellent. Oh no. So, Izamina, you're nodding off, and you're slightly awoken, I guess, sort of thing, with Dr. Rosenthal hand in a cookie jar, sort of thing, and
What?
has his hand sort of in the pouch lifted up, sort of get his fingers on the red potion, and you just sort of come awake, and then you sort of see this scene.
I wipe a little drool off of Marcos's breastplate, and I'm like, what are you doing?
You asked me what this was earlier, and
Uh-huh.
we were in the heart of combat, and so I didn't actually figure it out, and I was gonna do that, but you fell asleep.
Sure, no problem. Make sure it goes back because that's chain of evidence. And make sure you get some sleep because you need to be on your best for whatever comes next. And I'm
Okay.
going back to bed.
Okay.
And just ask next time. Don't be weird.
Don't fall asleep so quickly next time.
Alarm
And
is
then-
8 hours.
Yes.
That's an ominous question.
And then I'll
Fine,
cast
just-
Identify on the potion.
Okay. The potion. It's a potion of growth.
I'm so glad I did not.
The red one?
Yes.
And then Rosenthal is gonna put it back in her. He's gonna get a little piece of paper, little piece of parchment, and he's gonna scrawl potion of growth on it and
Right.
tuck it around it somehow. Maybe.
so it's basically an enlarged spell in a
It is, in
bottle.
fact, basically in a large spell in a bottle.
I want it.
Nope. You don't even know I have it, sleeping boy.
And then I put it back in her bag.
I mean, you almost got it. Just
I want it
saying.
when I'm awake to benefit from it.
It would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
Did
there's-
we fully
Pour it into the unconscious
identify?
guy just.
We did
I-
not fully identify what the other two, what the purple vapor and what the green glitter one was. We don't fully know what those are.
Wasn't one of them a potion of strength, like giant strength? It was
Green.
like a one-time strength increase.
Really.
No, I don't think so.
remember we identified it.
The-
I remember
but the
we
green
identified
glitter
one of
one,
them.
we didn't know exactly what it was. So it was it was either featherfall or spider climb. It was something to do with movement.
Yeah.
We
Oh.
don't know specifically what it does.
Yeah.
And then we don't know what the purple vapor one is.
Yeah.
So we all get our long rests and heal up and
Yes.
We got a long rest. You get your
I'm at
heal-
full health.
Full
I've
health.
got spell slots back.
spell slots back.
And I can heal 10 points to people.
And I think everybody else just heals automatically. All right. So
Yep.
are we wrapping it here?
I think.
It is 11:55 Eastern Time.
Is
So I was
12:55
thinking-
Atlantic. It is
Might be
tomorrow.
good to wrap it here. If nothing else, just to get the Eastern people to sleep or whatever. I just like leaving it at cliffhangers. So, what I'm going to say is that you rouse yourselves from your various slumbers, your various rests, and because I'm not sure if everybody hears it or just you.
Oh no! Don't do
Alerts
that,
you.
Zev.
Okay.
see what you did. And you got
Rosenthal.
them all nervous.
Just as you sort of rouse yourself, sort of thing, and something goes ping in your mind. And for a minute, you're like, Eureka, I just had a... No, that still doesn't make any sense. And then you realize it was your alarm spell.
Okay.
And you do nothing? Okay.
Well, I figured we were stopping, so
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I figured that's a good place to start next time.
That is the cliffhanger. Ping. Wait a minute.
Well,
Why is there
then
no-
I'll give you another ominous then. How's that?
No.
As it pings,
No.
you sort of realize, like, hey, wait a minute. Yeah, okay. The alarm. And then you hear a guttural... See if I can find the sound.
No.
The sound.
No.
They're too big to fit through these hallways. It's not.
Did that work?
Is that a dungeon and or a dragon?
It was a deep, resonant, gurgling growl.
Oh
They're
no.
too big to fit through the halls of this. If we can't fit more than one of us side by side, it's not. It's not. We're not even going to say it because it's not.
No.
Not
Oh,
what?
No.
What are we talking about?
But the ogre
Nothing.
could fit down here.
It's Marcos'
Barely.
stomach.
The ogre could
All right.
barely fit down here.
Either way. Deep, ominous, gurgling growl.
Well, the
And
good
that's what
news,
we're calling
it's a growl, so it's not an ooze.
I mean, sure.
Either way.
All right. So, we'll call it here. Let's do a quick round table so that we can get everybody to bed. As it were. Starting with, and I don't even have my thing open here. Zev.
Hi, I'm Zev. I play Marcos at blah 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 blah. You can find me on Twitter at Fukari Gaming and on YouTube as the same. And here every Tuesday playing Dungeons and Dragons with these wonderful people.
Zach.
I am Zachary Nowder at he/him. I can be found on the Twitter at Zach Rules. I write community content stuff. You can see that from my pinned tweet. I am next going to be seen at on Vorpal Tales on Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. And coming soon, I will also be seen during Onyx Path Virtual Convention.
Jacqueline.
Hi, I'm Jacqueline, she, her. I play Rosenthal, he, him. You can find me at isgingerbride7 on Twitter. You can also catch me on Twitch when I decide to stream again. It's Kakelia. And if you ever want to talk TTRPGs, just hit me up on Twitter. It's my favorite pastime.
Sarah.
I am Sarah, she, her. I play here, and within a month, I will also be DMing on this channel for a new band of adventurers. We are going to be playing The Lost Mines of Phandelver, which is the starter kit and is remarkably awesome for people who have never been really a fan of the modules. It's a great module. So come and check us out there, and hit me up on Twitter at smooread.
And Steve.
I'm Steve. Regularly, I'm the storyteller here on Vancouver by Night. We're back in our regular rotation of Saturday night takeovers, or Saturday takeovers, because we start at noon PST. Go pretty much through the entire day of just raiding into various different vampire games. We start off here, Vancouver by Night, for the Vancouver by Night Delve into Darkness. Mike is a player here. A bunch of other people are players, and we do weird vampire shit. So yeah, tune in for that. And then we jump over to the Level Up Dice page, and we do some Vancouver by Night adjacent with a bunch of other people. And yeah, tune in for all that. And over to Mike.
And I was your DM this evening, and probably for the foreseeable future. Yeah, Mike, you can catch my cosplay adventures pre and hopefully post-COVID at Canadian Captain America or CDN Captain America on Twitter. As Steve said, I play in the recorded Mondays, plays on Saturdays, Vampire the Masquerade game, Delve into Darkness, with a lot of great people. Upcoming, possible, some future surprises still to come. Tonight, you see me on Tuesday nights, and Sarah is going to be running a D&D game for us probably Sundays in the foreseeable, I want to say mid-June-ish future, where I will be playing a character. And I have it under good authority that I think the collective bonus for all of our characters in terms of an intelligence score or intelligence bonus, I think might be +2 for all 6 of us combined. So this is going to be fun.
No.
Wow.
Oh no.
Intelligence is a dump stat.
Right.
Okay. All right. Other than that, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. And we will see you all here next week.
And we're going to raid into the Art Heart Studios once again.
We miss you, Jazz.
Our good,
See you next
yes,
week.
We definitely want Jazz to come back next week. And we are going to raid over to the Wii D&D people because they're
D&D.
awesome. And we will see you next week. All right.
Night.
Bye.